Darth Maul is officially in Brawlhalla, so let's see if we can fight two opponents at the same time. Thanks to Ubisoft for giving me a code for the skin. Just don't tell them I was gonna get it anyway. This is a lot harder than it looks. I had one warm-up game and it went terribly, but I figured since I'm still feeling sick, let's do something both fun and thematically appropriate where I don't have to commentate too much and I can let the gameplay do most of the talking, because these games get intense. We're also on Small Fangwild, which introduces a whole bunch of wacky shenanigans. The scariest thing of all on Friendly 2s is Sig Spam and double edge guard, so hopefully I'll be able to avoid those today. I felt a side Sig coming. I think you felt a side Sig coming there too. There's one more, and looks like the core is almost knocked out of here. If I can secure that knockout right there, this becomes a 1v1, which, while much more manageable, is still scary nonetheless. Look at my health bar right now, so can't be taking any stray hits. The ceiling there is not doing me any favors, but maybe I can pick it up there. They didn't get their dodge back, and now I just gotta bob and weave long enough to survive here. Let's see, edge guard scenario, if I can push them off stage, maybe get a big N-Sig here to close this out. There we go. It's a good first game. Look at what it takes. 1,197 damage. It's because I'm playing Hattori. It's not the highest strength character. It's pretty nuts. Up against two diamond opponents. Uh-oh. This might go bad. Looks like they're doing two separate 1v1s, which sometimes people do that when you're playing 1v2. This is also a dangerous scenario because you gotta beat two diamond opponents with half the number of stocks. We'll see if it's doable. Definitely gotta up my damage efficiency here, because I don't know if I can sustain doing 1,000 per game every game. Gotta get some gimps for sure, or some earlier knockouts that'll... Ooh, I kind of missed there, but it actually kind of maybe worked out for me, because they weren't exactly sure where to land. Okay, that was a pretty good accidental edge guard. Kind of got lucky. We'll take it though. I think I'm gonna need my fair share of luck, and also I think the Sidra walked off... oh god. I think the Sidra walked off twice. So I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm hitting myself with mines. I'm falling apart. I was doing well in the beginning. Now I'm falling apart a little bit. Alright, okay, well everything I was saying at the start here about needing double stock efficiency, the Sidra did kind of walk off the map twice, so we can skip past this one. This was a little bit of a weird one. Alright, this is going to be my first ever 1v2 on this map here. We'll see if I can avoid getting gimped. Looks like these Ragnars are quite good, especially at these extended strings, so gotta be very careful about that. It honestly kind of looks like we're on the same team here. I did kind of miss doing this. 1v2 is one of my favorite, I guess you could call it sub-game modes. It's not an official game mode. Oh, I'm getting all snotty. Alright. No. I set myself up for that. Oh, that was kind of sick though. But yeah, it's really exciting. Every match is a challenge, and you really have to push yourself to try and win these, because you really don't expect to win any of them. I'm gonna be real. It's kind of a miracle if you can, because it's really, really difficult. Not only, of course, do you have to take double the number of stocks and fight two of them at once, but there's little minutia. You can't damage trade, for example, at all, because you're just going to lose that war. You have to be very careful about what hits you can go for, because the other person might just punish you for trying to hit their partner. Things like guaranteed edge guards might not be so guaranteed when there's an opponent to interrupt you. Like that, for example, where I really should have been able to get that dare, but could not because of that boomerang. And then, of course, the big one is team combos. Those can just make a game snowball out of nowhere. I mean, kind of everything in 1v2 can snowball out of nowhere, if we're going to be quite honest, because you can have a lead in the game, and then it just gets evaporated really quickly. You run out of options, you jump too many times in a bad spot. So it's really fun. I highly recommend it if y'all haven't given it a try before. I feel like it's a great way to push yourself to improve as a player, improve your movement and your options in a bad spot. I've got a big opportunity now that it's a 1v1. If they panic jump, which they've been doing a lot to recovery, I do think I could get this early kill. Big Sare here, and Sig! That is huge. The fact that that picked up is kind of crazy, but that turns the tides for sure. Now that it's a 1v1, of course, I can breathe a little bit, but can I breathe a little bit? Because we're kind of getting down to the wire here, and it's a little bit of a dangerous spot. That down sig was an accident. I tried to end sig, but maybe it's better that I didn't, because I probably would have gotten punished. Poor sidelight on my part. Ooh, luckily I avoided that. Right now, I'm just going to try to avoid any big axe strings that can get me even more damage, put me into kill percent. Looks like they're panicking a little bit, just throwing options out the moment that I get close. So if I can just stay right outside their range, do some evasion maneuvers, evasive maneuvers, maybe get a, maybe get some redemption for that mine. I could do like one of these into an N-Sig, maybe fake them out. Looks like they were ready for that, but I think I got it anyway. If they ground pounded right away, I probably died, but that was a close one. That was a stressful one. It really took that gimp at the end to kind of make that difference. Up against diamond opponents here, a little bit terrifying. Already a stock was taken before I could do pretty much any commentary. You can tell just based off the way they're moving and comboing. Like this is a really dangerous scenario where I almost just straight up died right away. And this is what I'm saying. Friendly twos in general, to be honest with you. These games can be really nuts. In these types of scenarios, you especially don't expect to come out with a victory, but you can try to do the best you can, make any sort of comeback, keep your mental strong, try to improve the best you can, because this one is looking rough, I'm not gonna lie. But if I can maybe sneak out a sneaky gimp or something like that, nah. Help me, please help me, no. So, we're moving on. Third time's the charm, yeah? I think so. I think the Christmas mall might have been a mistake, but we're gonna make the most of it. Why? In a way, it's good I had the preamble about the difficulty of 1v2 because, it's happening again. Whoa, that's so crazy. The Christmas mall has not been working out. It has not been good to me. Oh, that is not a good. Oh, that's a bad start. Recovery here. Okay, I clashed. That's a new clash indicator. I didn't really hear anything. I didn't really see, but there's a new clash indicator apparently. We got ourselves 3 swords on the battlefield here, which is a little scary because when you're trying not to trade damage, playing against mirrored weapons is often difficult. It's often difficult. There's another one of those clashes, and very difficult to avoid these thatch sigs. I just panicked and down sigged, and it was probably not the right call. I'm out of jumps. I gotta get to the wall here. Yeah, very careful. Get a sidelight here. Get right up in the dead zone of the blasters. The timing on that can be a little bit difficult, but that's alright though. I was saying that it can be difficult to mirror because if you're in the same range as the weapons that your opponents are using, sometimes they might go for an option that you were gonna go for just slightly faster and you're not ready for it. And then you end up eating a hit. And that's doubly the case if there's double the opponents. So big side sig there, yeah. If they recover earlier, they're locked in those frames, and so I can get a sneaky early KO there. And this is looking good, but a lot of games look good and then suddenly slip away from you, so I gotta be careful. I was hoping I'd catch both of them with that, just chase dodge through there. Maybe not the right choice though. And yeah, cannonballs are one of the scariest things in friendly twos because there is no team damage. I'm gonna prioritize the thatch here actually, because seems like they figured something out here, and they're having a bit of grand old fun time. I've done my fair share of turning into a stage hazard in friendly twos, so I do totally get it. But we're in a last stock scenario here with everyone on their final one. Should I have gone for the damage there? I don't know. Out of jumps there, using their dodge, maybe a second recovery. No, but they are. Ooh, I can't really chase the bow bars there. Oh, it's scary. If I follow their movement though, recovery. Okay, that's the KO. That's the KO. Downlight recovery probably kills me, and end sig certainly kills me. Side sig as well. And this player has shown they're not afraid to throw those out. So I myself, I'm a little bit afraid of those. Thought some tricky movement might work there. They have another situation where they're about to land. Ooh, that was a good headlight to cover themselves. There's the end sig I was talking about. I'm gonna toss this up if they down sig. It'll interrupt it. There we go. Down light, not quite. Toss my weapon. I think sword I feel a lot more comfortable with. Get them off stage if I can. All right, they used a lot of jumps, so this should be guaranteed if I don't mess up. See, these games are intense. Uh-oh. All right, up against a double axe team with the metal legs. We'll see what I can do. That was a dangerous endlet. I should not have done that. A double axe team with Azoth, might I add. If you've ever played against Azoth in friendly twos, especially on the bow, then you know what to expect. I guess if you've ever played against an Azoth in general, but this is gonna be a scary one. I tried to edgeguard. Why did I try to edgeguard? I don't know. Against that double Ragnar, one of the things that really helped get that comeback was the fact that I was able to isolate into 1v1s, especially when one of them was dead. That's really where I got a lot of mileage, so we'll see if I can take advantage of a similar situation in this one. But you can tell trying to avoid the double axe is a challenge. Now that I killed the Azoth, we'll see if I can get this Ulgrim here, maybe a big side sig. No, unable to get that. End sig here. Yeah, that one is pretty deceptive. It can catch people if they're unsure. Big edge guard. That was a good dodge though. If I, what did I think I was free? No, that was great. No, that was perfect actually. Okay, this suddenly started working out all of a sudden. I said suddenly. Okay, I'm suddenly scared. I didn't have another jump. This is bad. Last stock scenario. This is where it gets really intense, because everyone's trying to avoid damage as best as they possibly can, and every little tick gets people scared. If they jump there, I could probably get the knockout, but they did not. They just fast fell right away, which is probably the right call there, because I was clearly going for a jump read. Somehow avoided both of those sidelights at the same time, which that could have been disastrous. Okay, mine on the field does open things up for me. If I get a clutch Sair, I can get that, but also I'm trying to avoid getting just completely stomped by Lance here. Lance Dare is so difficult to avoid, and if I dodge in the wrong spot, I could just get sigged out of nowhere. Oh, that one would have killed me. That one probably would have killed me too. Man, this is scary. I'm getting to those HP values where anything might kill me. Oh, if I punish that recovery there. Okay, that was clutch, that was clutch. A Sair kills me though, so I gotta be careful. Maybe I disarm them, not disarm, but an early recovery here. I missed the Sair. That was bad. That was actually really bad. No, that was so bad. If you're ever wondering why spacing is important to learn, this is why. This is why. Well, I try my best. Can't be upset about that, especially because now we have very tangible things to work on. Like, yeah, oh god, this is gonna be a rough one. We can already tell right away. Oh my. Yeah, like the sword Sair spacing is obviously one thing, but why was I in that situation in the first place? It's because I was playing with fear. I was afraid of the axe recovery clipping the bottom of my feet, so I'm sure that's happened to many of y'all before. Ooh, that's a bad spot to be in. Missing that edge guard is pretty brutal, but I'm glad they went deep there because it allowed me to get that gimp. As I said in the very beginning, we need our gimps. But yeah, I was just afraid. I should have just gone for a ground pound, and I didn't do that. And that led to a situation where I lose. So we live and learn. Play with no fear. Like right now, I gotta avoid side sig from this Artemis. That's my priority number one. Priority number two, would be getting that gimp on the Magyar. I was really close, but damn, that got me at the very edge. Maybe the weapon toss. The weapon toss there, okay, in normal 2v2, non-friendly 2v2, would have been insanely clutch, because it would have stopped the save, but you can't save anyway in friendly 2s. Either way, I'm happy that I thought of it, because that's what we're focused on here anyway, right? Getting better. I could have gotten a double downlight, maybe. I was afraid of Artemis interrupting. You can see they actually went for a GC Ensig. They probably saw that I was about to punish and went for a dodge and then a recovery right away. Did it too fast, it turned into a GC Ensig. Some chosen bot strategy and analysis coming in there, but this match is very even so far, so I gotta be really careful. I'm kind of floating a lot because the greatsword player is playing mostly grounded, and then I can punish the Artemis in the air, maybe punish some of these grounded attacks. Spear Endlight, not something I want to do. Definitely the Spear Nair. If I get caught with any poor dodge, I'm eating a ton of damage, a big string or something like that. Maybe an early recovery. Early recovery, I would have been able to punish with the ground pound, not the case. Down sig there. Magyar will never die, so Magyar being the one that's lower health is probably not good for me. It's probably not good. Like Artemis being the less healthy one is way better. Yeah, I knew that one was coming. They're both in the red here, so a big Sig could do a lot, but of course you don't want to be just throwing out Sigs. The good thing is I don't think they have a team combo. Greatsword is typically pretty hard to team combo with, so maybe... Okay, a dodge down there was really bad. I just straight up get hit for it, but... Okay, clutch side Sig, clutch Sair there, all even game. I'm gonna see if I can pick up the spear again, because that was pretty good at evading some of these lance moves. And greatsword as well. Downlight Sair there is big. It's on a beefy target, so it's not doing the most. Spear Nair is my best friend in these situations because it can be pretty good at hitting both of them and also pretty difficult to punish afterwards. So I just ran off stage by accident. In a bit of a precarious scenario where a big side sig does a lot and a recovery out of nowhere could just take my stock if it's a bit high up. Ooh, that greatsword Sair is scary. Down sig coming. I was expecting an Artemis down sig, but side sig, there it is. Downlight Sair? I thought I was gonna get greatsword Saired. Okay, avoid any string. They tend to go backwards a lot with that, so what a weapon toss! But I live. Okay, interrupt. Ooh, I try to get a downlight, you could tell, but dodge up, okay. Downlight, weapon toss down, interrupt the recovery. Okay, pick up sword. I can downlight recovery here. I missed the sword circuit. I'm just afraid. What did I talk about? Just do it. Hit the recovery. We learn from our mistakes. That was a fun session. Got destroyed a lot, but that's part of the joy, isn't it? All right. Well, that was some fun Darth Maul. Hopefully that. Okay. I'll see y'all later. This is the real metal legs. That was fun.